This is Disney's Art of Animation Resort, a value hotel. It's on the Skyliner. It also has family suites to sleep up to 6 people. So, should you get booking or keep on looking, join me as we go on a full tour around the resort. So, Mickey and Daisy are just leaving. It's quite a cool thing that at the Disney resorts, you will get from time to time, unannounced, Disney characters coming around and meeting everyone. So here at Disney's Art of Animation, it's split up into 4 different areas. You have Cars, dry, Little Mermaid, wet, Nemo, wet, and Simba, dry. So just by that, I just mean the kind of what the theme is, whether they're in water or whether they're in deserts and Africa and things like that. But we are in the scorching heat of Orlando, so it does feel like a desert sometimes. So we're going to walk this way. Down here is the buses that will take you to Magic Kingdom, at the moment Blizzard Beach, and also Animal Kingdom and Disney Springs. So, this might be a bit loud. And then for Epcot and Hollywood Studios, that's where you will take the Skyliner, okay? You can see on the My Disney Experience app, it will have you the times and things like that when the next buses are. It also tells you at the bus stop as well. Now, like a lot of these other value resorts, there is only one bus stop, which is good because you just have to get to one place. You don't have to worry about going around the entire resort, which you will do if you went to, say, Caribbean Beach, Radiator Springs, place like that. So this is the reception area. So Animation Hall, it's called. So you can see sketches and things like that, all of the different areas. And that's cool backdrop as well. That's where you check in. And then we'll have a look in the ink and paint shop. So in here you'll be able to find lots of stuff, lots of merchandise to spend your hard-earned money on. So if you want a t-shirt to say where you've been staying. And they also have, say, Little Mermaid ones and your normal Disney merchandise, pins, magic bands, cushions, more merchandise. Over there, there's like candy and things like that, so kids get hungry. But then if you do get hungry, you can come to here a Landscape of Flavours. Obviously spelled flavours without a U, because that's how Americans spell stuff. If you have one of these handy resort reservoir mugs, you can fill it up there. There's also more spaces over there. The menus are up here. And it's your normal kind of stuff that you get at most of the other value resorts. So it's like a food court kind of style one. So you have a look at the menu, go up and then order. Now I always recommend buying one of these because if you look at how much just a bottle of Coke is, it's $5.50 plus tax, and this is $23 plus tax, so about $24. Or if you want one of the Disney dining plans, you get it for free, unless you are getting the free Disney dining plan where you get 1 meal per day. Then you don't get this for free, but I still recommend going and buy it because you get all your sodas and that kind of stuff, but also tea, coffee, and all that jazz. So I'm going to go out of here and then I'm going to walk to the left-hand side to actually come out of the reception building, the animation building, animation hall. We're going to go left and we're going to show you the different areas of the resort. Don't worry, we're going to come back to the swimming pool in a bit. Woo. And have a quick drink. It's quite hot out here. Oh. So that's the Finding Nemo section. That's the bit in the middle. And then over here we have the Lion King and Little Mermaid. So try and guess which section we're in now. So, big map, we've gone to the left. We're here, then we're going to go to Lion King, Mermaid, walk all the way down, shoot Skyliner, shoot Nemo, and then finish off in the cars section there. And actual real club cars live here in the parking lot. So it's not as in your face as All Stars or Pop Century, which the props and things are quite in your face. This one also isn't motel style. It's where the doors are on the outside. You actually go inside to get to them. Now, if you have a look at our other video, it has all about the different room types that you have here. So I won't go into too much detail, but basically, a lot of these are family suites. Now, problem with family suites is they're usually excluded from a lot of the offers, like free dining and things like that. They're also very expensive as well. So for the same price as, oh, there we go, Timon and Pumbaa up there, and Simba, there we go. So for the same price as what you'd pay for 2 rooms at Pop, you would get 1 room here. Now the advantage of that is that you know exactly where you're going to be because everyone's going to be in the same room, etc. Slightly bigger to have 2 rooms as well. It is also worth looking at if you're a family of 5, having a look at staying at Caribbean Beach or Pop Century, Riverside, Port Orleans Riverside, because they have the 5th sleeper. Now you don't get as much space, but if you're doing it when the free dining offers on, you're going to be getting a free quick service meal plan, as opposed to the watered down version when you stay at the value resorts. So, me personally, again, it's all down to the individual, and when you speak to our team, they'll work out what's best for you, because what's best for one person is not necessarily what's best for everyone else. So our tree is a roundabout. Bigger roundabout over here. I went the wrong way around, or did I? Just about to see the sky. We're going to go have a look at that in a second. Bird. So you don't have to go to Animal Kingdom Lodge to get nature. So we're here, and we're going to go and have a look at Little Mermaid. So again, it's not too in your face, the theming. It's very bright though. You'll see this when we get to the Nemo section. It's very bright. Have a look at the other video, which has some videos of the rooms as well. They are a pipe. They're very themed, but very in your face kind of theming. So it's not subtle kind of theming that you get in sort of the moderate resorts. It is, you know, the colours of the walls, everything stand right out. Oh, they're doing some repair work over there. So, giant King Triton, Prince Eric. Oof. Is Prince Eric the most handsome of all the princes? I'd probably say so, actually. Yeah. And then Ursula. So you can stay in the villain side or the Triton side. Which side would you stay on? So you've got the main pool, and then you've got smaller pools as well. Now the main pool is bigger, but it also is where they have activities and things at, whereas the smaller pools are more sort of chill out, kind of relaxing kind of pools. So you kind of just sun lounge and that kind of stuff. These are great for just chilling out in the afternoon, if you've kind of been to the park in the morning and you just want to relax. Now the downside to some of these smaller pools is they don't have the refill stations. So if you want to keep topped up with drink, you have to keep sending people down. It's not the same at all the pools, but just at some of them. In here is laundrette. So if you're here for a while, what I was going to say is, you know, bring enough clothes for, if you're here for say 2 weeks, bring enough clothes for say 10 nights, because you'll be buying stuff whilst you're here and you'll want to wear it. And lots of people, including myself, bring back clothes and never worn when they're actually here, which is a bit ridiculous, isn't it? So there we go. Some very happy fish. Now, as you can see on this side, these ones are motel style. So the doors face outward. That's because these are regular hotel rooms, not the suites. So when you go to Lion King section, that kind of thing, that's where the suites are. When I say suites, have a look on the other video. It explains it better than I can just verbally explain it here. But basically, with the suites, you will have, it's kind of like 2 rooms in one. You've got a front room, which has got like a sofa turns into a bed. You've got a pull down bed. Got a very small kitchen. By kitchen, I just mean it's a microwave and a fridge. Now, you do get a fridge in all the rooms anyway. They are drinks fridges. You know, they're not huge. They're for putting like cans or refillables in there. Now, one of the great things is we work with a fantastic local company, and they will actually drop off things like bottled water, that kind of stuff, to your hotel. Because a bottle of water in the park, if you have the smart water, though, it's ridiculously expensive. But you're looking at about $4 for a bottle of water. Whereas for $14, you can get 40 bottles of water. So you do the math and work out what it is, and you can see how much you can save by doing that. And then all you just do is kind of filling up your, it means I generally take one out with me, and then I fill up my water bottle and stuff as well, because I get through a lot of liquor whilst I'm here. So that's the Skyliner. On the other side is Pop Century, which we've got another video about, a couple of videos about that. So the Skyliner will take you from here, that way, over there to Caribbean Beach. And from Caribbean Beach, you can then change to either go on the left-hand side, you can go to Hollywood Studios, or you can carry on and go to Epcot from there. It's a really cool way of getting around. I love going on the Skyliner. It's like your first ride of the day. It's just so quick as well. Even when it's busy, it's not that busy. So, whoa, exciting, isn't it? So we're walking around the outside of the section here, the Little Mermaid section. This is Hourglass Lake. Hour as in time, not hour as in our kid. Kind of, yeah, depending on your pronunciation of things. Now, the good thing is that all these sections are kind of, because they're quite different themes, it's quite easy to tell which section you're in. Obviously, this is very blue, but it's a deep blue Little Mermaid, whereas Nemo is kind of like a light blue. I suppose if it was orange, it would be a bit too much in your face. But also, I think you can just tell by the style of the animations that this is Little Mermaid, and the other one is, oh, it's a squirrel. Again, lots of wildlife. It's squirrels everywhere. It amazes me when you're walking around Animal Kingdom, when you'll see like a squirrel or something like that, and ducks, and kids will go absolutely nuts for it. And then just kind of like look at a tiger and go, oh, okay, that's nice. Okay, so that's a nice view of the Skyliner there. We are back in more squirrels. We're back in the Lion King section over here. As you can see, one way you can tell also what section it is, the colours and that kind of stuff, but also Lion King, because it is a family suites room, the doors are on the inside as opposed to on the outside. And then, so that means that the window is facing outwards as opposed to facing inwards. So I kind of say they're a bit quieter rooms. I said the trouble is because these are proper, because Disney doesn't really have a huge amount of inventory for bigger families until you start moving out to the vacation club, so it's Disney Vacation Club. And once you kind of get out to there, sometimes it is actually cheaper to stay in a studio at, say, Old Key West when they're older, or the oldest Disney Vacation Club, than it is to stay in one of these. And also, if there is a promotion on, like free dining, you get a much better dining plan than staying here. So sometimes you don't even get a free dining plan when you stay here. So, moving into the Finding Nemo section here, and can you guess, is this a motel, small, normal size rooms, or are these family suites? There we go, you can tell by the outside that these are family suites as well. Now, these ones you can pay a premium to stay here because you are next to the big pool, and you're also next to the Skyliner as well. So that will save you 4 minutes in the morning walking to the Skyliner if you're staying here compared to staying over there. So sometimes it's worth paying the extra. The only thing I would say is that the Nemo section is the busiest because there are constantly people walking past all the time. Now, the rooms are set back slightly, but for example, if you were in that room there, right on the corner, you'd be hearing people walk past pretty much all the time. So Skyliner we've already kind of covered a little bit, so this is going to take you over there to Epcot and to Hollywood Studios. So let's walk up this way into the main section. So this is towards Animation Hall, which is where we started, the big blue pool, and obviously this is Finding Nemo. I said, imagine if you were staying in one of these here. You're right next to the playground, you're right next to the pool, and you're right next to the Skyliner. So location-wise, it's great, but it does mean that people are walking past you all the time. Let's go and have a look at a giant turtle's head. Talk about crush. So this is the big blue pool over here. Because it's big, it's blue, and it's a pool. I mean, the entire area is big and blue. Giant crush. It is cool. So you've got splash pad area, and then you've got the big pool over there. You see it is bigger than the other pool we had a little look at. Also has more, like the music's louder. If they're going to have activities, it's going to be around this pool. I'll show you the bar in a second over that side. Whew. Yeah, fishy, fishy, fishy. So one of the differences between a value resort and a moderate resort is a value resort has, the pools are just pools basically. There's some slides, anything like that, whereas if you go to Radiator Springs or something like that, you'll be getting slides and stuff. So they do have like splash pads and stuff, which is kind of quite cool, but if you want to go on slides, then you need to be going to a moderate or deluxe hotel. Let's have another quick drink. Oh, I needed that. Ooh. Walk around here. This is a big resort. but it is surprisingly easy to get around because nothing's too far away. Now, I think it's got relative, I suppose. So there's toilets over there, a change room block, laundry again as well, and then the drop off is the bar. And just want to have a chill out, have a relax, and go to the bar. You can too. There is also a Coca-Cola, one of these refills over there as well, which is great. So you can go and fill up. So we'll leave Nemo behind and we'll head over to Radiator Springs. Well, the good thing is, if you were staying, for example, here in one of the car suites on the corner, you could go over there and go and fill up your drinks really easily. So, like, depending on how old your kids are, you can send the kids out. They can go and pick up the drinks really easily. Nice. Gives something to do in the morning while you're getting changed. Again, these are the family suite ones, so you've got the extra space, you've got the living room, you've got the extra bathroom space as well, got a microwave. And you also have characters as well. I mean, this one really does fit in with how you the heat, although obviously they're in a desert and we're in very humid. It's about 90% humidity today. My back is sweating. You probably didn't want to know that, but you know that now. Of course, this is called Disney's Art of Animation, but 2 of the properties that they use here are actually Pixar. I don't know, they all own each other, things like that, but you know, it should be Disney Pixar's Art of Animation. So it's kind of cool just to kind of walk around. I mean, there isn't many other places in the world where you can stay next to, you know, all this kind of stuff. I said the thing that has let you down is it is quite expensive because the rooms are much bigger, as opposed to getting 2 rooms. Now, if you do book 2 rooms, Disney will never guarantee, but in all the years we've been booking thousands of families, I can't remember a time where a family has never actually got the rooms next to each other. So we always suggest, so what we do is we link your bookings together and that kind of stuff. We contact the hotel beforehand and let them know, but Disney will never guarantee anything beforehand anyway. But what I would suggest is if you check in online, the algorithm will pick a room for you. If you go and actually speak to an actual person, then that person will check you in and they might be able to move you. Now, if you're staying here, you've chosen an area to stay in, so you've chosen to stay in one of the 4 different areas. But you might be, for example, there in cars, but actually you want to be in one of the rooms up there because you want to be close to everything. So it's kind of better to ask to do it at a reception. So lots of kind of cool things, and there's another pool over here as well. So that's pretty much it for our little tour around the resort. If you want to get in touch with us, we're orlandoinsider.co.uk, and even though we're orlandoinsider.co.uk, you can still book with us even if you're from America, Canada, Australia, all that kind of stuff. We can still help you. We'll match you up with one of our Orlando gurus, and they will help you all the way from booking until the moment you get back. After you get back off your holiday, that's entirely up to you. What you do afterwards, we're not here to help you do that. But, you know, we're here to help you for all things Orlando. So please get in touch using the link in the show notes. And for now, have a great day. Bye.